I'm building AI agents on the Solana blockchain. Obviously, Solana has all the volume. And you can see this is the first agent running the risk agent here. And essentially, he can run and manage all risk on positions for other agents. I could turn on and off agents here. I could have my risk agent, my trading agent, my strategy agent. Later, we're going to have other things like a coding agent, a backtesting agent, a sentiment agent, and so many other things. All the code is, of course, open source. As I am building artificial financial intelligence, I want us to have access to this and not just Wall Street. So you can see here, in order to get this code, you just go grab it from moondev.com. I have pretty much a whole starter pack there for you for algorithmic trading, everything you need to know if you're interested in this industry. I believe open source is the way for this. So if you're new to GitHub, all you have to do is click star here in order to save it to your GitHub, and then fork means copy the code into your GitHub, and then you're able to work on it and add whatever you want. So that's what's beautiful about this world is as long as I keep posting to GitHub, and I'm posting this every single day. So you can see yesterday, 13 hours ago, I'm making updates every single day. Essentially, we're building AI agents for trading on the Solana blockchain. The Solana blockchain has all the volume and it's treated me very well this year. So I am gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna keep building where the alpha's been essentially. So is it gonna change somewhere else? Maybe, I don't know. But right now, all the volume is on Solana. I look at my list of tokens that I'm watching here, dude. I go here and I was counting this last night. I was looking through my entire watch list after being in crypto for, a decade or whatever. I've looked at my whole watch list. Okay, I got BTC and ETH up there and Solana. BTC, ETH, and Solana. Okay. And then I got Apu, Chill, Far, Zero, bro. Bro, these are all Solana tokens, dude. Literally. Let's talk about all the ones that aren't the big caps. Okay. I'm not promoting any of these by any means. I had this realization last night that, yo, Solana is going crazy. And we built the copy bot that went nuts. We built the sniper bot that went nuts. Not so much as like sniping and then going up to a billion. Yes, in some cases it did. The wallet went up with the sniper. It went down with the copy bot, but both of them were extremely good scanners. So I'm going to go ahead and build that agent out today. So today's agent here is going to be a copy bot agent. So copybot AI agent. That's what we're gonna build today. 1.6 copybot AI agent. And let me tell you why. I want this copybot AI agent built because essentially I'm looking at as a human being what's been working really well. Well, Solana. Solana. Deploy my bots on Solana. That's what's been working well. Is it going to change? Maybe. Maybe. But Solana trading, Solana a Solana Solana agent, Solana copy trading agent. And in order to do this, I need to go ahead and do a few things. First off, we need to run the wallet tracker, ideally from the cloud, so I can call it there instead of having to run the scanner every time. So that's what I'm going to build today, dude. You can see all this code. Again, it's all on GitHub. Super easy to just go to moondev.com. Just type in moondev, and you're going to get a free starter pack. And essentially, it has my roadmap, my Discord, and my GitHub. So, roadmap shows you everything you need to know about automated trading. You can see here, it walks you through all my videos. And there's hundreds of frequently asked questions, or not hundreds, but probably about 70. My whole trading framework, alpha generation and strategies, book list, and then the AI agents
I'm
for
not
tradings
afraid
right
to
here.
die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me. You might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right? There's two things. You're getting off first,
Yeah.
or I'm going to die. It's really that simple.
So yeah, that's how you get it. Just go grab everything at once. Roadmap, Discord, and GitHub if you're interested in algorithmic trading. I've been doing it for 4 years now. I'm not the best in the world, of course not. It's only been 4 years. But this year I am super excited to apply what I've learned to agents. So I could go ahead and in 2026 have a full report on, hey, what worked better? Me building algorithms or agents building algorithms. This is a new regime. Nobody's explored it before, so I'm exploring it and I'm doing it all here live on YouTube. And all the code is accessible for everybody, which is fire. So let's go ahead and start talking about what we're going to build today here. And let's go to agents here. Let's go to the README here. No, let's go to the agents here. Agents, and let's add a README here. Um, agents, AI agents. Okay, build list. I want to build a bunch of these. So first today I want to do the Solana copy trading agent. Okay. I also want to build the sentiment agent. Sentiment agent. Okay. Those are gonna work together actually. Sentiment agent. I want to build the RBI agent. I want to build the let's start there. That's fine. Coding. So copy trading agent. Step one is to get the copy bot live again. Update the call to be from api.hapu api.moondev.com to save a ton of time and be able to execute copy bot way faster, and then build out build out agent in order to view that API call. So what I'm doing here is, okay, so I had a copy bot running for a while, and honestly didn't do that great. It did really well as a scanner. I mean, essentially I was able to pull a ungodly amount of alpha from it from seeing what it was copying. But the overall, just like, hey, copy everybody. Not everybody, but there's 777 wallets I'm picking from. That process, not my favorite. But the same thing happened with the sniper. So the sniper was the same thing. It's like the sniper, it turned $200 into like $800. It got up to 2,000 at one point. I just don't love the game of 98% of these are gonna lose when you're putting money behind it. I understand that game for back testing and whatnot, and I like it because it's free. But I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm just scared. Maybe I'm just scared. So maybe I need to up the size. And either way, I'm building both of these agents to replicate what I did last year. Because last year worked really well, and I missed a lot of things that I could have executed on if I was just here at the computer at all times, essentially. So, yeah, dude, we'll see how this year goes, and I will have a final test here in 2026. Maybe I'll make that my final thesis here, my little YouTube, my final paper. I'll write a paper in 2026. AI agents versus Moon Dev. Moon Dev's agents versus so humans versus agents in trading. So I'm gonna work on that. Let's go to the README here. Vision, detailed disclaimer. Okay, so what I want to say here is this hypothesis. Um, hypothesis. AI agents will be able to build a better quant portfolio than humans. I've spent the last 4 years building quant systems, and 2025 it is about replicating that success, but with agents, AI agents orchestrated, doing everything instead of me. By on Jan 1, 2026, I will release a paper of my findings after a full year of testing AI agents in quant versus the last 4 years of humans. Building quant systems and training others to do so. 2025 is about replicating that success. But with AI agents doing it instead of me. On Jan 1, 2026, I will release a paper of my findings. After a full year of testing AI agents in quant versus the last 4 years of humans. All right, that's it. I think that's fire, dude. Git add read me.md. Okay. Git commit m. This is your starting. This is where you get started. Let's see if I can remember all this. Git push main origin. Git push origin main. Okay, dude. So all of this code should be up there here. And let's just make sure it got up there here. Okay, this is where you get started. I just updated this now. So as I'm live, dude. I'm live and I'm updating live. I'm shipping in production. I just yap, 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 ship, 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 dude. That's all I do. So you can see the new update to the README here. Um, okay, so this is the vision. The hypothesis is this. The hypothesis is this: AI agents will be able to build a better quant portfolio than humans.
Hey, dickhead, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my perky habit, bitch. This is my life.
I spent the last 4 years building quant systems and training others to do so. 2025 is about replicating that success, but with AI agents doing it instead of me. On Jan 1, 2026, I will release a paper of my findings after a full year of testing AI agents in quant versus the last 4 years of humans. That's it. AI agents might help address common trading challenges, emotional reactions, ego driven decisions, inconsistent execution, fatigue effects, impatience, fear, and greed cycles. Here are the video updates. So every day I'll make a video update so you understand everything. I'm not gonna build docs for now. These are the docs. These are the docs, dude. So lock in, and you can have all the code. So if you're sophisticated enough, you could just ask AI, dude. You could always go ask AI. All the code lives here in the source file. And you can see this is the main file that I ran at the start of this to run the bot. I can turn the agents on or off. We have 3 agents now, but it's literally day 3. So the plan is to create a new agent a day, and I'm just going to upload them here, which is fire, dude. We have the risk agent that monitors risk, the trading agent, which just uses very basic LLM prompts in order to trade, the strategy agent here that can use any strategy that you have. And I think that's the key differentiator between this. There's no in my mind, this like abundance for all and this whole prosperity for all is cap. That's very gonna be very hard to do. I think it's going to be abundance and prosperity to those that know how to run these agents. Not these specifically. You can build your own agents. I don't care. I'm just trying to make this. I'm just trying to make this for myself and my family. I'm just trying to protect, myself and my family. I want to make sure that we are good. We are in control of the agents moving forward because AGI is here. Sam Altman just said that AGI is no problem. ASI, artificial super intelligence, is their new mission. So that's a little scary. The agents live in here, and then the strategies that will be custom strategies to you. Pretty sick. You can just put them in here and say private underscore, and nobody will ever see them. So you got to build your edge. Your agents will build your edge as well, and you're not going to want to share your edge when you do find an anomaly. Jim Simons, the best algorithmic trader ever, says there are plenty of anomalies that always keep occurring and keep popping up. So if you're vicious enough to attack this game, check out the roadmap, the resources, moondev.com here. You get roadmap, Discord, and GitHub access. So it's pretty fire. And yeah, this is going to be sick, dude. This is going to be sick. So let's just go ahead and keep building. So inside of agents, I want to build these things. CopyBot live again. Okay, it's live. That was super simple. It's right here. This is the problem you're seeing. It's checking all these wallets right now. But as you can see, it would be much better if I got this running in parallel. Let's see. Think how I could do this. I don't want to make it too messy. No. Essentially, this is going through too many wallets and it takes too much time. I think the way I build this is this. So let's make agents here. agent. So I need to think about the structure here because I want to keep this clean. So if these are our agents here, we want to have agent maybe utils or something. Agent funcs. And let's say Solana sol copy. I don't need this because I'm just building that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna release this. It's not needed because I'm gonna go ahead and build what I'm about to build. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's just put it in the main.py easybot data strategies. I wish I had like a dev folder or something. Yeah, let's do that. Source dev. Okay, perfect. Dev folder. Added dev folder. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So added dev folder so I could just build stuff. Okay, this is gonna be called wallet tracker.py because I want to track the wallets. But how can I build this? Okay, let's just ask AI because I don't want to think. Okay, so in main.py here, got my copybot right here. So you can see the copybot's right here, and essentially what I want to do is I want to use this scanner part. So if I go to bot.py, fetch wallet holdings here, analyze picks. Okay, good, good. Run main. W.run main here. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do, dude. Well, we'll see, we'll see. W.run main here. Get definition. And this runs main. This watches TXs, that's it. Okay, perfect. So above is some code that essentially goes through hundreds of wallets, and that's the problem. So essentially, right now, I have it set to go through 777 wallets in the CSV file. But essentially, what I needed to do is parallel process those wallets so that we can, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 777, well, instead we will split it into. Can we split it up into 10 parallel processes? That would be fire. I don't know, but I need your guidance and then just build it into this code right here. Okay, so let's see, dude. Let's see if we can do that.
I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right? There's two things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
It's really that simple.
You know, I actually want to do that here. It just makes more sense to do it in the copy bot, and then I could move it over later if needed. But I kind of want to have this on my server, and then I could have it running all the time, and then we can all access it instead of me just trying to access it. You know, watch TX's. Let's say watch TX's PP. Copy, paste. Okay, watch TX's PP. Okay, here we go. And then we're gonna say L, 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 L. I hope you modify the code to use parallel processing with Python's multiprocessing module. We'll split the wallets into 10 chunks and process them simultaneously. Here are the key changes needed. Added multiprocessing and partial imports. Created a new process wallet chunk function that handles a subset of wallets. Modified main to split. So the sleep time between API calls is still maintained within each process to avoid rate limiting. Okay, let's try it out, dude. Partial, interesting. Okay, I'm curious to see how this goes. Let's go ahead and run main. We got a bit of an error here. Oh boy, I haven't been here in a minute. I need to just get here as quickly as possible every day, where I just hit my pinky and I talk to the AI and get that running, dude. I just need to run to that. I've been up since 5 a.m. and it's been literally 3 hours to get me here. I forgot about this open ocean opportunity we have, dude. Okay, I'm at 886. 883 is what I started with today. And again, I'm trying to at least get all my limits spent today. At least. At least. I'm trying to hit the limits today. At least. If I don't hit the limits today, you can roast me all day, all right? I mean, please do roast me if I don't hit the limits, dude. If I don't hit the limits today, I'm embarrassed. I'll be straight up embarrassed, dude. I'll be embarrassed. If I don't hit the limit. I got how many more credits? What, 120? If I don't hit the limits, I ain't really working, dude. I'm not really working. I'm not working. I need to hit 200 a day. I haven't got there yet, but I will. I will get there, dude. I promise you, I'll get there. I will get to 200 credits a day. I'll find a way. Looks like we're getting a lot closer. Nice job. I will find a way to get to 200 credits a day on Cursor. Mark my words. January 6th, dude. January 6th. I don't know what's going on, how I'm not there yet. It's just I yap too much. So this is I'm trying to focus. So this looks fire, dude. Yo, this is super sick, dude. Can you have the total count printed out instead though? And I like that how it shows like process 1, 9, 6, whatever. But I would like to see the total amount of the wallets that are being pulled. So like, if our total is 1,000, and yeah, you just count it up better. I'm just the worst prompter in the world. You should never have given me a microphone with my prompts, dude. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna literally yap all day to the mic. Crazy, crazy, crazy world, dude. Crazy, crazy, crazy world. Okay, there we go. Now let's run it. Okay, so 77 is how many it's getting. Can we just change this so they go in order instead of random now? And then we can split things up without doing the random thing since we have 10 processes going. Also, at the very top of this code, please make it so I can have a constant that allows me to pick how many processes will run. Right now, we're doing 10. Okay, so in my config, I believe I have this file called, uh, dude, this is ugly, bro. Random wallets. Let's go ahead and see what Shorty done did. I'll add a constant for the number of processes and remove the random selection logic. Minutes to check or whatever your current value is. Okay, sleep time. Number process, new constant to control your random wallets. Set 0 to disable. Okay, sick, dude. Go ahead and check this out now. I don't understand this part though. This is the output. One thing I don't understand is why does it look like it's still kind of random? Like if you look at the overall number, can you just explain that to me? Let's see. Let's see if I could make the formula out. 200. This would be 3, but why is it 600? That's what I don't understand. Okay. I just don't get that part. I see that what's confusing, the output looks random because all processes are running simultaneously and each process is handling a different chunk of wallets. Let me break down. 0 handles 1 through 104. Okay. Nice. 1 handles. Okay, I get it. So they each have 104 calls. I want to move this over to my server. What are the key files that I'm gonna need to move over there? Actually, can you make it so everything except the don't share stuff is just hard coded in here? And if we could make this a single file, that would be amazing. Everything but the don't share, and also remember, don't share anything. If I don't share, I'm on stream. Okay, this is fire, dude. I gotta make sure it works, of course. That's the thing. That's the thing, dude. I should just do this. 100. See if it works.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made when I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, "This is the training plan I'm doing." I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, "Man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope, no, this is non-negotiable."
Yeah.
On my server, I'll also have a don't share config, so don't worry about that. Just worry about everything else being in one file. Perfect. In that case, I'll consolidate everything except the don't share imports into a single file. And then I'll be able to run this on my server. Yes, dude, this is it. And then over here, I could have, I'm deleting this. Oh, that's what I should do, dude. I should put in my git ignore. I should do a dot the dev copy path. God, dude, this game. I understand you guys though. I'm here. I'm logged, bro. Thanks for having me, bro. Much love. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I could just have. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so this should now apply here. And since it's now in one file, let's say 10 or let's say 50, should be quick. It's weird because it's odd. I changed this for testing the random wallets to 50, and it seems like it still used 104. I essentially need a way to test this with like 100 wallets, so I can make sure all the saving is correct and things like that. So maybe you could just add that to the top as a constant and say test run, and if it equals any number, then that is the number we'll test. Number of wallets we'll test. So I could set the test run to 100, and then instead of however many we have, it would override it to 100. And then if it's at 0, then it'll just be disabled. I like that, dude. She's a good thinker. So good for her. Good for her. We'll just go ahead and accept here. All right, now let's try this test run, dude. Random wallets. Let's hit the 0. Test run. Okay, let's get it. Should be 5, dude. So 1 out of 10. Perfect. Can you teach me a bit about why we pick parallel processing over asyncio and when asyncio is better and things like that? Just try to learn. Says to that 10 on most of them. There we go. Future warning. Found 218 transactions in parallel. Let's remove that warning for sure. Remove this warning, please. Remove this warning, please. That's my bad. If you can't understand me, then the AI can't understand me either. So I'm going to speak more clearly. I'll modify the code to handle the data frame concatenation warning. Here's the fix. Nice. Accept. Okay. We're going to go here and say test run. Let's do 50. And then where is it saving? .csv. Cut following. Cut following. Recent TXs. Results to recent TXs. Okay, so we can see here. I could build this to be a database, dude, of, yeah, this could be fire, bro. So easy readme here. These are the docs, the data dogs here, the agents. Build out a DB of recent TXs for any tracked wallet we have or that has been put in the Discord. Okay. And constantly run. Then give access to everyone. I like that. Like that a lot, dude. Okay, let's get back here. Double first run. Nice. I think we already applied this. Perfect. Let's go ahead and run this again. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. 50 this time. Five out of five. Here we go. Let's go read that asyncio thing. All right, perfect. And they should be saved to the recent transactions. Perfect, perfect. I think this is pretty interesting, actually. The idea of having an AI that essentially is layered on top of a copy bot is pretty cool. And we did something similar in the past with the vibe check with the sniper, and it was cool. It was cool. I wish I would have spent more time on it, but whatever. We here now. We locked. We locked, dude. We're locked, and the vision is clear. Super clear, dude. So much love to you.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
We locked, dude, every day. So 50 TXs saved to probably recent TXs. Data, okay. I think the next step is just take this and try to get this up on my server. Let me go dark for half a second. Just grab my server. Cause you know I'm a data dog. Let's go ahead and log in now to the server. Connect to host. I should set up that SSH because that's so much easier than finding my password. That's some crazy stuff I'm doing, dude. We're doing some crazy stuff. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I was gone. Sorry, I was gone. But I'm here now. Okay, we gotta look through. We gotta look through this code and see right now where are the CSVs because we'll have to change those. So all this should be fine. CSVs cut following. Where am I gonna put this on the server is the question. Um, where do I have access? Yes, okay. I'm just gonna do this actually. What's this called? Copybot? Copybot. Alright. And then I'm actually gonna pull over. I'm gonna grab 1 second here. Pull over my don't share. So it's in there. And then also watch TXs. PP. Gotta put it in there actually. Okay, sick, dude, sick. Screen, can I show you this? Yes. Okay, so I got it all set up here. Let's say now I need to figure out how to get this working on the API. Well, first let's do this. Cut following, we have to see where the CSVs are here. And I'm gonna make another folder in here. No, I don't need to make another follow-it. I'll just say I need to make a cut follow-it dot py. Okay. Recent tx's dot csv. Oh, sorry, it was cut follow-it dot csv. And then I also need to make the recent tx's dot csv. So let me grab that real quick. And these are files I'm putting in here because then I'll be able to access this data through the API. Are those the only two CSVs here? Recent TXs and cut following? Cut following, recent TXs, yes. So what is cut following? Cut following is oh, I also want to do that. Have the scanned tokens, transactions, tokens shown on a Discord channel with the API key and link plus tutorial so everyone can access. It's gonna be fire. Okay, let's just keep it pushing, dude. Let's keep it pushing. Hit save on that. Okay. Recent TX is here. Okay, perfect. So this will need to be in this file. Now I need to go change this file a little bit. Here, I'm actually on my server, so you can't see this part, but you see all the code on your screen, so that's chill. That's chill. He's a chill guy. Recent TX is here. Oh, actually, you know what? I got the paths all effed up. It's copy relative path. Recent TX is here. Because it's all up in there. It's all up in multiple folders this time. So let's go ahead and change all these. Recent TX is here. Ah, damn, dude. That's better. That's better idea, actually. No, this is chill. This is chill. This is chill. He's chill. He's chill. He's chill. I swear. I swear he's chill. All right. Cut following here. So cut following is all of the cut following people. Great explanation, dude. I'm not explaining things anymore. I'm sorry, dude. I ain't got time for that. Much love to you, though. I hope you get everything you ever work for. I think you could have it. I think you can have it all. You deserve it all. You deserve the world, dude. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is say screen S. See if I can get this bugger running, dude. See if I can get this bugger running. Screen S. And then I'm gonna call this copy. Copy scanner. And then I'm gonna say CD into API / copy bot. Copy scanner, I should call it. Whatever, copy bot's fine. I already wrote it. It's already been done. And then I'm gonna say Python watch tx's pp
You
dot.
have to, in a business like this, just keep making things better, keep improving the system, because other parts of it are going to wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business, you just have to make things better and better and better, because that's what everyone else is trying to do.
Forgot to save it. No columns to parse from the file. Yeah, because I haven't put it in there yet, duder. Cut following, we got to get the true cut following. So let's do that. CSV's here. Cut following. Here it is. So this is my cut following, meaning all the people that I'm following. Not good, not bad. I don't know. I mean, bad so far, but good. It's hard to explain, dude. It's hard to explain, but it's done very poorly, but really great. And if you've been here, you understand. You understand. And that's why I'm having my agents do this more meticulously. That's what I'm thinking. Because if I was on it, able to focus, that's essentially it, dude. AI agents enable you to like low key fully focus on things, or at least have like 3 agents focusing on them while you're focused on other things. I don't know. We'll see. There's so many unknowns. I love games like this, dude. I love games like this where you just don't know what's gonna happen. So you don't know what's next. You know nothing. You know nothing, bro. You know nothing. I've got this running here now. So I'm doing a little test run. So the cut following is all the people that I try to follow. But there's a lot of them. That's why I'm doing this parallel processing thing. Error saving. Okay, so I need to copy the full path. Good thing I checked it, dude. That's why you double check. That's why you double check. I mean, duh. Who am I talking to? You guys are way ahead of me, so much love. Thank you for coming. You know? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate your ideas. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing your ideas in the chat. That's all love, dude. That's all love. All right, dude. So here we go. Got it ready to get on another little testy. Testy McTester said. Yes. It's almost done. Error saving. No columns to parse from file. Ah, okay, okay. I need to make sure that this file here, let's go to CSVs. Recent TXs. Let's just override that bad boy. replace that. Run it back. And then while that's going, I don't need to watch it. I could go ahead here and say config server here. And let's ask here actually. I'll just go to wallet tracker so I can have something free here. And let's say above is my server code, and I'll also attach my configured utils above, but it's running an API on my server, and essentially I would like to add another API call to it that is just simply grabbing a CSV file, similar to how it grabs a CSV file for these ones, but I'll put the links or the paths, the full paths to the original CSVs it's calling. I want to make sure that it continues to call those original data sources, but then I also want to go ahead and give it access to call this new data source. And I'll give you the CSV path for that. So let's give the config. Okay, and then also the utils. Links OI. I'm gonna make this a folder in the copybot then. Yeah, because I set it up like that before. Okay, yeah, I got a better way to do this. I'm just working on structure over here. Stupid stuff. Not stupid. It's not stupid, boo. It's not stupid. It's just I'm moving fast just like you, bro. I want to go faster, and I know we're going fast, but slow your whole ass down, boo, Dav. Come on, dude. Okay, I'm gonna make a folder in here called data. I'm gonna put the cut following in there and recent TXs. Oh, that's a good idea. For right here. For wallets, we get cut for Discord, add. No, I can't do that. That's not gonna work actually. Okay, dude, that's gonna be far. It's gonna be far, gonna be far. What a fire world we live in, dude. What a fire world. What a fire world. Okay, so what else do I need to add here? Well, I'm getting this API set up here, and I actually need to change my paths now, copy path. And I need to run this back one more time, but it's okay. Copy, cut following. And I'm gonna change that to follow list. And I'm gonna change this to their recent transactions, TXs. Okay, copy path here. And I'm gonna say here, cut following is now follow list. And then copy path here is recent transactions. Oh, I should have done the full follow list first. So I have to put it in two places because one is reading, copy path. Recent transactions here. Cut following here. So it's now follow list, copy path. Okay, great. All right, so now let's try to run it back. Say copy path here. CD up into this hole. Then Python. Run it. Okay, so I'm doing one more 50 test because this is gonna be fun. Send me the or put the updated server .py code here in this file, and then if there's any updates I need for the other files, just go ahead and print them out here, and I will copy them into my server. Okay, let's get that going while the test is going over there. I hope you add a new CSV endpoint. Ah, fudge. That's my bad. That's my bad. So in order below are first off the current paths to the data folder of the Lix OI funded, but I want to also have the path, this new path to the new data folder for the copy bot, which we're implementing, which will be the second path. So keep everything the same, working the same with the first path, and then we're just implementing the new two data sources in the second path. And I will give you links to all those. Okay, so Lix OI. Well, it has that path, so I don't need to do that copy path. These are the two files. Copy path. Copy path. I would like both of them accessible from the API, and we'll use the same API keys, setup, and all that good stuff. So try to change as little as possible and make this work. And make sure it still works as it did before. Thank you so much. You are so kind, and I love you. I'm just a little harsh on her sometimes, and I want to make sure she knows that it's just like, you know, dude, I'm just stepping on the gas beat. That's it. Okay, in the utils here, I want to go ahead and change that up here. It says, okay, let's copy this. This is actually the config, my name. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that. Perfect. Now for the main server.py changes, we'll add new endpoints and modify the existing. Okay, so from config. So on the server here, okay, okay, first off, let's run this here at full size. So all wallets, test run 0. Number of processes. Um, How often will this code run? For now, it does the parallel process, and then essentially, how long does it sleep in between? Okay, perfect. Can you tell me the part of the code that is at the very top then? What does that mean? Minutes to check. How does that work inside the code? Just making sure this runs all times and just keeps getting the new. It's using the code to determine how far back. Okay. It's how far back in the code. Yes. How far back in the how far back to check where TX is. Perfect. That makes more sense. Okay, sick, dude. AI is so sick. I could just build anything. Literally, I could build anything. I went from not being able to build anything to building everything. Okay, so now we have a parallel process rolling for 1,046 wallets, 1046. And now I can back out of that screen here. Oh, wrong button. Back out of that screen. Then I say screen ls here so I can see all my other screens. And on these screens, I have an API screen. So I'm going to copy path and I'm going to say Python, or sorry, screen R API. Okay, perfect. I can see the request coming in. And we are Gucci. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. And okay, now I could go to the server here, make those changes. So no changes until list CSV's endpoint. List CSV's endpoint. Let's call this server.py. Just gotta rerun this, dude. So she could just do it for me so I can copy paste because I'm a lazy mofo. SLK S Cabro. If I ask how Solana price. That doesn't work, does it? I don't still have that. Took that out. I thought. server copy bot. Implement here at server copy bot. Saved up. Run it. Weirdo. Try to just go up over there, dude. What you doing, dude? Nothing chilling at the Holiday Inn.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made when I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No, this is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Make sure this still works, dude. Perfect. It still works. Is it possible to update this code in order to make it a call that is there's no API key needed? That would be amazing if we could have no API key needed on this call. And it just allows people to call it. Nah, I don't know if I want to do no API key. I'm gonna think about this for a second. I'm just gonna put the API key in here so you can see it. That's what we're gonna do. Well, let's think about this for a second. I'm just gonna put the API key in the Discord. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that because I don't know how this is yet. Like having other people hit my server, you know? So I gotta warm up to this. I'm gonna warm up to this. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put it in there for the data docs. The data docs can have it. Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. And let's see, maybe I could have this, it's already set up. So let's go to the server again. And now I can probably test it. Watch TX is here. Boot API call. Okay, perfect. Let's run this, see if it works. Can't import that from don't share. Moon Dev API. Where do we use that? Moon Dev. Oh, how do I use it? Just remove it, eh? Just remove it. Starting script, finish script. Okay, I'm just gonna grab one that's working right now. API.moondev. Okay, get link data here. Here's an example of how to call the API. This file is an example of how to call the MoonDev API. And please go ahead and update it so it has the imports and all that good stuff. Don't share. My don't share.py has the MoonDev API key in it. And obviously we need to import pandas and all that good stuff, date time, all that stuff. But then I want to go ahead and run this new API endpoint call to test if it works. And the new endpoint API call is shown below in the server that I'm building. And please make that code update. I'm just an idiot. It just show every time I do a voice prompt, it just shows like, dude, can you please be more concise? Please. I'm working on it, fam. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Let's just say that. I'm working on it. So I'm aware. I'm well aware. I be yapping too much. I gotta hold it back. I get excited, dude. I get excited. So I gotta give it an example of the API call. Copy bot. You can see the attached code uses this call here. And just so you can see the setup, the full server code is below. You don't need to use it, but just for your reference. And below is all the server code just for your reference when building this. Obviously, you don't need to use any of the code on the server, but you can see how it's all set up so you can make the call correctly and update this code. She fast as fuck, bro. I mean, it ain't called that, but close enough. Have it go ahead and print out both of the API call results. Just the tail of the data frames, though. Damn, dude, this is embarrassing. I need to speak more better. I gotta get gooder at speaking, cousin. The AI can't understand me, or the translation can't understand me. Translation can't understand me. The AI can't understand me. That's it. All right, let's run it, dog. It's because you don't know the path. Okay, let's go ahead and say cursor here. So actually, we aren't TypeScript guys, so we say follow list here. And we're not writing that much either, so TX is. Okay, let's run it back, dude. 404. Okay. Copy by data. Data. Yo, doesn't the server say that, dude? Oh, it doesn't. That's why, dude. It was this. It was this. What is this stuff, dude? Get this up out of here. I knew you went somewhere. I didn't know you went there, though. Async. Async. We're going to change this to async. That's the only funky we're changing. Back to the server here on the server side. Server side, we saw async root. Get them, dude. Get everybody. Async root. Def root. Here it is. Paste it. Okay. Let's run it back. Keep running it back. You can get all the code, dude, here. So everything I build, dude, I build it open source now. So that's fire. That's what you wanted, right? Big dog. That's what you wanted. Big dog wanted that. Big Gilf. So it says copy bot. So copy path here. Follow list here. So transactions. Oh, I just spelled it wrong. You're so silly, dude. All right, let's go ahead and run it back. Let's 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 keep running it back. I get this error, dude. I keep getting this error when I call using the below code. I'm trying to test it from my computer. It's the 404B, dude. I mean, it says it's not found. And then here's the path to the data folder that has the follow list and the recent TXs. Copy path here. This is the path with all of the data in it that I'm trying to send, like the recent TXs and follow list. Okay, I'm just over here debugging because I'm a debugger. Datadog debugs. All right, let's go ahead here and say API call again. So this is the call I get. I get this error now. I get this error now. God damn, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this whole time you haven't been able to understand me, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. This whole time you haven't been able to understand me because I'm not speaking clear enough for the AI. So can you understand me, dude? I'm so sorry. This whole time. Just getting exposed by this AI over and over again, dude. Too wordy. He's too wordy. There we go. It looks like it worked for the second one, just not the first one. We should just have this be sending back the pandas data frame, essentially, in CSV format like that, just like we do with the open interest and liquidation stuff. So there's already an example of that in this code you could use. And let's just do it the same way. It's super clean. These are CSVs built with pandas. Panda, 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 panda. Ah, yes, let's modify the follow endpoint to use the same CSV streaming. Except this is much cleaner. Instead of trying to convert to JSON, yeah, what are you doing, dude? Good thing Moondab's here, dude, because this girl is tripping. Try to convert it to JSON first. Yeah, right, dude. What is this trash? I don't want none of that. No way. No way, dude. I want a nice clean pandas data frame. Okay, so that didn't work either, but recent transactions successful.
Tan cagao, tengo un rifle nuevo que ni lo he tocado. Los fraternos son los peines que tengo tepeado.
That's weird, dude. You can see this is the error I got from my API call. I'm trying to test it all locally so I could get the data, but it seems that there's no follow list data available, even though I could show you the head of the follow list right now. It's just a follow list.csv, and here's the path below. Oh, I see what's going on. There's no follow list. Uh, follow list. Oh, there is a follow list. There is. It's a weird thing. Conflicts. Remove. Wait. What did I just do? Recent TXs here. Follow list here. So here's the follow list. It's working great. Let's run it back just in case. Maybe I had an error there. Yeah, so it says no follow list. But there is a follow list. So you can see the transactions are fire. We got those. Step 1 done. Step numero uno, completo. Okay, let's see what she said about that. She said, I see the issue. Let's update both endpoints to ensure the fill response approach works consistently. Thank you. What is the issue, dude? Ready, set, go. All right, let's run it back. Damn, dude. So weird. I'm gonna do that over here, actually. I get this error, which is weird because on the server you can see it's getting the data. And where's that follow list and recent transactions? This is the server stuff below. So that's a little odd. Okay, there's a mismatch between the endpoints. Thank God I switched back to here and started asking her because the other girl probably tripping. She like, what? Nah. This is odd because it still doesn't work. And I'm sure that it's working on the server part. We aren't looking for JSON back. We're looking for CSV file. We're just grabbing a CSV file. That's it. Panda style. Motherfucker. The fuck? Who the fuck uses JSON? That's my question. JSON. I'm a data dog. I'm not a JSON dog. I'm a data dog. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, dude. The response is already going to be in CSV format. In Panda CSV format. So why are we converting it? I don't get that. Is it needed? If it is, then just keep it. But if not, then tell me why. I'm right. I'm right all the freaking time. It's crazy, dude. Stop it. Why am I always right? Between me and you should be right more than me, dude. Is often used as safety measure. Okay, let's try it then. Nice, dude. Okay, we got the data. We data dogs. So you can see that these are the last 5 rows of the people that I'm following here. Nice. So we can open them up fairly easily. Okay, sick, dude. So those are the people on my list. And what's going on over here? Hyper liquid. BTC ETH. What time is it? 9:30. So it's 8:30 East Coast. Because you know we in the ocean. If you want to claim the starter pack, the free algo trade roadmap, which you can see down here, you should do that. Claim your starter pack right here. The roadmap. You can access our Discord. And also the GitHub. The GitHub is right here, dude. This GitHub is where I'm posting everything. What I'm building now, dude. I'm just building. I'm putting everything in here. Everything that I've learned the last 4 years, it's all gonna be in here, in this GitHub. So all you have to do to keep this GitHub is click fork. It copies it, and also you can hit star and saves it. So copy it, and you're able to change star to save it, dude. Everything that I build from this day onward, or yesterday, or the January 1st, January 2025. It's all for the agents now. I just really like this project. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, and I don't, it's not. That's not the point. The point is to find out, because if it's good, that you know it's gonna be revolutionary. If it's bad, it's like, okay, I wasted a year. Not really, because I'll learn so much along the way. So that's the thesis for this year. Is hey, I have 4 years of data here as an algorithmic trader, coming from not being an algorithmic trader to becoming an algorithmic trader and deploying models in the market live. I have that data for 4 years. And I want to compare it to the next year, 1 year, full of me spending my time building agents to do what I did, but at a higher level. So you know exactly what I'm building. What are you building? I don't know, but I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you my all every day. That's it.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. The deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No, this is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
All right, so this is available, by the way, on moondev.com. The starter pack. Starter pack, Algo Trader starter pack here. And you can have access to everything that you need for free, dude. For free. Free on YouTube. Free on Notion. Free on Discord. Free on GitHub, dude. You can have it. Just go to moondev.com. Let's keep it going, dude. So we got the data that we need because we data dog. We data dogs. So now that we have this data, I think I'm going to get some cold eggs real quick and get rejuvenated here. I've been up since 5 a.m., so I'm about 4.5 hours into my day here. Much love to you. Thanks for coming through. I do have a word from our sponsors, and our sponsors are me, motherfucker, because I step on the gas all fucking alone, and I don't give a fuck about who gets in my way. I have a vision, and I will attack it relentlessly with love, though. With love and care, dude. With love and care. So I'm just gonna keep going, keep treating people around me with love, and keep attacking my vision. And I have a very, very clear vision of this year, how this is gonna go. So it might work, it might not. AI agents to replace me. AI agents to compete with me. AI agents to do what I've done in the last 4 years. But 24/7, 365. That's gonna be nuts, dude. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this trading bot framework, and I'm not only gonna let you steal it, I'm gonna help you master it in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. If you are a crypto trader who is ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you're typically good at what you do, but your trading results are just not where you want them to be, well, here's a quick question for you. How would it feel if you could have a trading bot that traded for you for the rest of your life, with or without you logging into the computer each day? You see, I'm just a regular dude, but for the last few years, I've been using trading bots to manage my admittedly low 7-figure personal portfolio, while others struggle with controlling their emotions, staring at the charts all day. When you meet me at the Algo Trade Camp, I'm gonna give you my exact blueprint. Look, we've all seen the countless ads, the cliches, the kids in the rented Lambos telling you how to trade. This isn't that. This is a proven trading bot system backed by real data and thousands of hours of research into automated trading systems. I put this system to the test using it to build a swarm of trading bots to manage my own personal portfolio. While I can't give you a plug and play, set and forget and make $1 billion overnight bot, I put my money where my mouth is, and I use this exact framework to build all of my trading bots. But look, you've seen trading bots in the wild, you've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear of quants that have become wildly successful and make crazy money, so you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're super smart, because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed into all of it. Now, I know what it feels like, dude. Not just to not make money trading, but to lose money due to emotions or just my poor human judgment. Everything else I could just work harder at and I would get better, but for trading, for some reason, I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night staring at the charts, just hoping it would go my way, just to fall asleep to a liquidation email. When you know you're ambitious and you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like, dude, I'm never gonna stop trading, but I keep losing. Look, I get that. It's normal for manual traders, hand traders, lose money. Remember, 95% lose. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to being a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading for the rest of your life so you can build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. I will help you automate your trading only if you are willing to step up, challenge yourself, and take this challenge. And I will help you automate your trading in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. Here's the big secret you've been waiting for. As an automated trader from home, there's really only 3 things you need to do to be extremely successful. Number 1, you have to build great trading ideas. Build a list of great trading ideas. You then test those ideas to see if they worked in the past. And if they worked in the past, then build a bot with tiny size to make sure they still work in the live market. If you can do all 3 of those things, it's pretty hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone who has great trading ideas, who tested them constantly and deployed them with tiny size, not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another fact. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened to me. When you combine these 3 different elements, success isn't only possible, it's repeatable. This is my RBI framework. It comes down to researching, R, backtesting, B, and then implementing into bots, I. And when you make the right decision and you decide to meet me in the Algo Trade Camp, I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading strategy. And if you don't have one, we have hundreds we've researched from PhDs to get you started on your journey right now. And I want to help you automate your trading right now, not a year from now. No, I want to help you right now. If you don't know how to code, don't worry. I didn't know how to code either. I'll teach you step by step in the next 15 days. Listen, I had one bot that did me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have a big team. or an unfair advantage. I'm standing here in a bedroom with a whiteboard behind me. I don't have employees, investors, or any long-term obligations. I'm free as a bird. I don't have a Lambo or some fancy New York City office or Miami office. I'm a simple guy with a simple life. All I do is code with AI live on YouTube, just me, you, my computer, and my whiteboard. Quick story I like to leave out because it's a little bit embarrassing. But when I first got interested in automating my trading, I knew I had to learn to code because it would just be way too expensive to hire a developer to constantly update my bots. Anyways, I locked in for 2 to 4 hours a day until I successfully built my first bot. And then I put 10K in, and over the next 30 days, I watched that 10K go to zero. No wonder I was a losing hand trader. I was trading a strategy that didn't work, a strategy a bot couldn't even figure out. And I was trading it as a human. That day though, I developed my RBI framework to ensure I only run profitable bots. My RBI framework is simple. Research strategies. R, then backtest those strategies. B, and see if they work in the past. If they work in the past, then implement them with small size, not 10K. Hey, I'm Moondev, and that day, I developed a passion for trading bots and showing my RBI secret I uncovered. You have to test your bots before you run them with $10,000. If you can constantly research new trading ideas, then constantly backtest those ideas to see if they work in the past, and then take those that worked in the past and implement them into a bot with small size. If you can do that, you can't help but become a profitable algo trader. I'm just an independent trader from my bedroom who figured out a better way to approach the market. And I believe code's a great equalizer. If you know how to code, you can build cash flow for generations, for the rest of your life. So the way I looked at automating my trading was I could learn all this, and worst case scenario, I know how to code. And I could get a job for like 100K plus at a tech company. But best case scenario was I could have automated trading bots for the rest of my life. Now that's a solid risk reward if you ask me. Look, I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I want you to look me up, Google me, search Moondev. You can see everything I am saying is true. I have videos of every single bot I've ever built, all for free on YouTube, including that one that made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. But just because it worked for me does not mean it's going to work for you. The number one rule of automating trading is to never run someone else's bot. Just like I got wrecked for $10,000 on my first bot, how would you possibly know if you downloaded a bot off the internet what it does, or when somebody runs it, or when they are hedging? No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot. That's the number one way to spot a scam. So if you're on the internet, YouTube, whatever, and it says a plug and play, make 1 ETH a day or 20% a day, you know that's a scam. You're about to lose all your money. You see, I'm not the type of guy to hype something up. I just try to transparently build bots that I think will make me money. Seriously, if you're skeptical at all, I have over 1,200 hours of free YouTube tutorials, all on YouTube. You can literally go get to know me. I've even hosted interviews with the top quants in the world, like Christina Shi. She traded $7.1 billion per day. That's billion with a B. And Dr. Ernest Chan, one of the greatest algorithmic traders of all time after Jim Simons himself, rest in peace. I've even had the pleasure of interviewing some unnamed Renaissance employees, and we talked about the strategies Jim Simons and his company Renaissance used to use. So I just rebuilt them, and I'm telling you this not to brag, but I'm telling you this because I want you to take it seriously, because it could change your life like it's changed mine. Think about it. Who's the best trader of all time? Yeah, Jim Simons, the founder of Renaissance. What did Jim Simons do to trade better than everybody else? Yeah, he built trading bots that traded fully automatically. Even today, who's making all the money on Wall Street? Yeah, the trading bot firms. Google it. 2 Sigma, Jane Street, AQR, D, Shaw, Renaissance. Jim Simons died with a net worth of $31 billion. All from automated trading, because Jim was smart enough to realize there's patterns in the market that robots could trade that humans could never. So he essentially executed his own RBI framework for years on end. He once said, in a business like this, you just have to keep making things better and better and better. Essentially always researching new strategies, then backtesting those strategies to see if they worked in the past, and then testing those in the live market. Jim simply executed his system of testing and deploying for years until he was hyper profitable. Look, Jim didn't just become a multi-billionaire. He changed bloodlines and created generational wealth for employees, investors, and of course himself. But not only that, he returned over $100 billion in profits, and he was able to give away $4 billion to charities. How cool is that? Imagine if you could just have a fraction of that impact. The sad truth is most people don't actually want to make money with trading, they just want to gamble. But if you're committed to automating your trading and building out a provable edge, then it's an absolute travesty for you not to embrace these principles. So your trading can finally be as good as you know it should be without human intervention. Now, on this page, you'll see exactly what's covered in the 15-day algo trade camp. If you think this stuff will help you automate your trading, then grab your spot now. And at the risk of sounding bold, and I genuinely mean this, I think my stuff is the best, not because of how much money I've made from my bots, but because there are plenty of people out there who have made a lot more money than I have, but more importantly, I don't think many people share any of this stuff. And I believe I explain everything in the most simple manner so you can actually automate your trading as a regular person. I don't care how rich the gurus are. They make trading way too complicated, and no one shows you how to automate it. My goal is to make automating your trading simple so you can do it. So my advice is to grab a general admission or a VIP seat to the Algo Trade Camp, and I highly recommend you grab a VIP ticket because they get lifetime access to the boot camp, and they get access to our inner circle calls, which are every Friday on Zoom with replays available. So you definitely don't want to miss that opportunity. I highly recommend the VIP option. Here's the deal. You can join the masses and you can invest in cheap solutions, or you can invest in something that actually works. So if you're interested in automating your trading, then grab your spot at the bootcamp below, and trust me, you'll want to get the VIP experience. That's where we really roll up our sleeves and make the magic happen. So step up, start the Algo Trade Camp, and to ensure you have absolutely zero risk, I've implemented a 90-day cosmic guarantee. So you don't even have to say yes right now. Just say maybe, sign up. You can watch all of the boot camp, explore all of the back tests, the bots, connect with all of the hundreds of algorithmic traders in there. And if it's not for you, you have 90 full days in our 90-day cosmic 100% money back guarantee to just test it out. So jump in right now, say hello in the members chat. Me and hundreds of other automated traders are waiting to step on the gas with you. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this trading bot framework, and I'm not only going to let you steal it, I'm going to help you master it in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. If you are a crypto trader who is ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you're typically good at what you do, but your trading results are just not where you want them to be, well, here's what's up, dude? How you doing? So let's go here and keep it moving, bro. So you could get your you know you can get your starter pack right here, right? Cool. You already know that. You know that, right? You get it's a free. It's a free. I know I got the boot camp. I got the boot camp, but this is free. The roadmap and resources and the Discord, it's all free. So much love to you. Much love to you, doo. Okay, so let's just keep building. Okay, so we got our copy bot analysis, meaning this works. Perfect. Okay, so now I need to put my MoonDev API key in the .env. Yes. Okay, I got it. So let me go ahead and go off screen here while I grab my API key and mm, Okay, yeah. Just tag me at Discord if you need it, bro. You need it. If you're building, if you're building and you need this stuff, you can tag me. But you know, it's pretty specific to what I'm building. So let me go ahead and make sure my key's in there. Don't share. Don't share.py. Moondev API key here. Okay, I'm gonna close the don't share here. And now we're gonna get back to building the agent because I have the data the agent needs. So everything starts with data, dude. I'm a data dog. You are too. I know you're a data dog. I could see it in you. I just know, dude. I just know. How do I know? Because you're here, dude. You came here. You're watching this. .env. Put my. Oh, it's already in there. You data dog. You data dog. You data dog. You. It's already in there. Wow. Okay, can I come back yet? I think I can come back. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is make the new agent. So as you know, just if you jumped in, we are working from this GitHub here, MoonDev AI agents for trading. And this is where I'm training, or I'm putting a new agent every single day. Based off of what I've done in the last 4 years, I'm trying to train my agents to do better all the time, 24/7, 365. It's free on GitHub. You can just star it to save it to your GitHub and fork it in order to copy it and then work from it. It's super sick. And then like I make updates, you get them. It's so cool. I feel like this is the next dimension that everybody's waiting for. For 4 years, I've been showing you everything on YouTube, and everybody's been asking for a GitHub. So voila, here is the GitHub, and everything is gonna be put in there every day. All right, let's get it, dude. That's fire. That's fire. So
Don't even think about it, bro. Just keep going. Let them find out who it was. They gonna be on you.
now I'm gonna use this MoonDev API call here. Copy. And then from here, we're just gonna close this and then say MoonDev AI for traded. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna close this and we're gonna say here, we're gonna go to trading agent and we're gonna say copy trading agent.py. Copy trading agent. Yep. This agent follows a list of wallets and looks at their recent transactions in order to make trading decisions. All right. That's that. Okay, let's go ahead here and say that here. Okay, don't share. Please update this code to use my .env instead of my don't share here. Do not share any of my .env on the screen as I am live right now. Make sure to look at the .env file, or at least the .env example, if you need to print it out, then to see what the name of the MoonDev API key is. All right, I'm going off screen just in case. You can read that too, by the way. All right, there we go. So I hadn't saved the file yet, but I want you to update this copy trading agent.py here to work, but using the .env instead. Damn, dude. I need to keep my nasal passages clean. How do you just show me how to use a .env, dude? os.getEnv. So move that API key here. Okay, I know how to use .env now. That works. I'll just do that. So let's make sure I'm not showing anything on the screen, right? No keys or anything. Okay, perfect. So I know how to do that now, so I'll just do it myself. I'm gonna say from .env import load env and then load env and then tap import os. Okay, let's see if this works, dude. Oh. Update this code so we don't have to have the base URL and headers and such repeated so many times. Just clean up this code, pretty much refactor it, make it much simpler, and still printing out the same things. Much simpler. I'll help refactor this code to be more DRY. Do not repeat yourself. Thank you. Okay, sick. So now we have the MoonDev API here. And get lick data. Let's actually change this to be moondev API.py. And where would I put this? Where's a good place? I'll just keep it here for now. Yeah, because the agents are going to be calling it. And I just want to be, yeah, I'm just going to do that for sure. All right, so what I want to do now is grab this here. Above is how I call the liquidation data on my SmoothDev API. Please go ahead and adapt it so we could also get the open interest and the funding rate data. I'll put those links as well below so you can see how they're called in comparison to the liquidation data. They're actually in the same exact folder as the lick data, so that's going to make it super easy for you to build out this interface. Essentially, this is the interface for interacting with my API that I have all the data I need on. So what did I promise there, you fucking yapper? You yapper Fid. You yap until you fucking you can't even type anymore, dude. Look, I can't even compete with that yap, Phil, dude. If I try to type that, it take ages. Take ages, dude. So let's get it the links to the data that we currently give. Copy path. Funding. Copy path. Lick data, we already got that. Copy path. Copy path.
You have to, in a business like this, just keep making things better, keep improving the system, because other parts of it are going to wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business, you just have to make things better and better and better, because that's what everyone else is trying to do.
All right, dude. So I got a bunch of API calls on my API now. I'll help create a comprehensive API interface that includes all the data endpoints and demonstrate how to use them. Here's the refactored code. So you can see we get the data frame. It's just whatever endpoint we have, it's all data frames. Get lick data here. Okay, get the liquidation data. Perfect. Def get funding rate data here. Funding, get funding data. Okay, perfect. Get open interest data. Process time to window. So open interest, let's apply this stuff. These are the new ads. So now we should have get lick data here. Get liquidation data for specified symbol and time window. Get funding rate. Get the symbol, the time window. That's not gonna work. You can see here, let's go ahead. The server here. So you could see the utils maybe. Okay, so you can see that some of your calls aren't going to work because of the parameters that you're passing in. Uh, like funding rate and open interest may not need the same parameters as liquidations. So that's my bad. I told you to do it just like liquidations, but it's actually a little different. And above, you can see the actual server that's running. So you can see the differences needed. I'll adjust the API interface to match the actual server implementation. Looking at the server code, I'll adjust it. Okay. So you can see get lick data here, get funding rate, just symbol equals none. But you can pass in symbol. Okay, I see it. Total true. Okay, okay. List available files. Okay, let's go ahead and try them out. So it should get API equals ModeDev API, lick data, funded. Let's just try it out, bro. I think it's time. Okay, so these are the available files: lick data, funded, open interest total, new token addresses. 0 liquidations found. Recent funded 0. Okay, nothing worked. Over. I think I have a GitHub though. So let's go here to API. Let's say copy reveal finder, copy repo path here. And let's go here and say new and then cd up into that path and then code dot dice. So for the new stuff, other than the new stuff, this is how you do the call. So this is for the open interest, this is for the liquidation, this is for the funding rate, this is for the lick data. And it looks like you removed my old calls that were for the copybot stuff. Please add those back in. Damn, dude. That sucks. Let's see if she add it back in or I'll just run it back. That's the lick data here. Funny, right? Open interest here. Copy by follow list. Okay, there we go. Recent transactions. There we go, shorty. There we go, shorty. Don't be playing with me like that no more. Okay, thank you. 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 God, thank you. God bless you. Like data first. The server says it's working. GMG ad. Okay, perfect. So these ones worked. Empty data frame. That's a little weird. It's odd because the server says that the call is working perfectly, but then I look here and it doesn't show the data. Remember, these are just CSV files made in pandas format that are downloaded for the server. Also, the code below works perfectly for the ones that don't work above the, so that shows also that this should work. Oh man. Well, it was a trash prompt anyways. It was a trash prompt anyways. So you can see that the testing copybot and the recent transactions are working perfectly. I attached the code for a working example of how to get the liquidations, the funding rate, the open interest, those files. They're just a pandas data frame CSV file that is sitting in the server, and we're able to grab it. So yeah, you have everything.
Rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as you go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end.
Rest at the end, baby. We just getting started. We're just getting started, dude. You can see it's taking some time too, so I know it's working. Where did it say the day? Okay, open interest. Okay, this is all working now. Fine. Save to API data. So follow this here. We should have this all saved in the directory I will post below. And also, I don't know what these 3 white ones are, but we don't want them. We want follow list.p or CSV. So follow list.csv, funded.csv, lickdata.csv, oi total.csv, oi.csv, and recent tx's.csv. I don't want them in this format, whatever format that is, please. Thank you. So let's post it. Let's move this here to agents. And then here, let's place it there. I don't know this organization, dude. I'm sorry. API data. We're just going to call this API. API interface. Okay, there we go. Let's just call it API. How about that? Let's be chill, guys, about it and just say API. Okay. So we're there. Okay, and then here's the new API data here. Copy path. Sweet. All right, this is sick, dude. I'll update the code to use the correct directory path and ensure we only save the proper CSV. Thank you, Shorty. Appreciate you. Whoa, dude. Make those changes here in api.py. I updated it to be named that. That. Just run it back, dude. Wait. Let's test it out. I'm not gonna have this folder. I'm gonna delete it. So let's really test it. See if she was fine dining or not. I do get this error though. I forgot about that. I also get this error when it's printing out. Can you go ahead and fix that? Remember, it's just a pandas df, so we don't really need to clarify the the column names or anything. I don't understand why it's even looking for symbol. Oh, yeah, I see why. I see why it's looking for a symbol. Okay, well, I'm just gonna post the DF as well below. This guy he's just such a chill guy. He just like talks himself like he's about to scold this AI here, dude. And then the AI is like, nah, I got this. So he reverts mid prompt. He reverts mid prompt. I love this little voice thing here, dude. This little voice thing changed my life. I see the issue. We're trying to filter by symbol, but the data frame columns might have different names or positions. Let's update the methods to handle the data frame as it comes from the API. Sounds good, dude. All right, dude. We get the data. It's in the data folder. Follow link data. Follow list is this. Okay. The funding rates are this. At this time, yes. The lick data here is this. It's 100,000 rows. And you can see here. Yeah, this is fire, bro. This is open interest total from 6.4 to 1.6. So that's going to be very, very tasty to munch on, dude. That's going to be some good data for these AIs to munch on, dude. Not quite a year. Not quite a year. About a half a year. So I'm going to put that on the list, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. Cursor. Let's go to the README of the agents. The agents README. Liquidation. Trading agent. Open interest. Trading agent. And funding rate trading agent.
I knew I was gonna make it. I just ain't know how. But I knew. This world is what you make it. You create your own environment. It all starts with a vision. What you can imagine, you can create.
What you can imagine, you can create. We know that, dude. There's nothing in our way now. It's just the idea, the persistence. The idea and the persistence. Okay, so now we have everything we ever wanted here. Empty data frame is a little weird. It's kind of odd that it shows an empty data frame when you can see that the columns are showing, and there's actually no column header on this data frame. So just showing that there's columns is showing, it's proving the point that there is data in the data frame. And I will give you a sample of the data frame that was successfully saved. It's just a little weird quirk that looks to be out in the print statement. So check it out. Okay, so what the open interest, lick data. So these are the recent liquidations. The data frame has data but no column headers, and when we're trying to filter, it's creating an empty data frame because of how we're handling. Let's fix the filtering display logic. Yeah, so it's just going to say if the first column here is the symbol. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Come on, fishes. Let's get it, dude. It's our time, bro. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're data dogs. We're data dogs. I'm going to go ahead and say copy path here. Copy relative path. I'm gonna put this on my ignore. Just I don't want to clog this package up, dude. I don't want to clog it up with data, dude. I'm a data dog, but I don't want to clog it up with data, dude. Is what it is. Okay, let's delete this one. Let's close this. So this is the main README. This is the agent's README. Build out agent in order to view that API call. Let's run it back, see if it's got fixed. It's gotten fixed. See the API call coming in on the right side. No matching data found. Because I'm saying still weird, dude. Still not working. It's like getting the data, which is great. This is the newest data, I believe. Because watch. Because I could just go to epoch time. A minute ago. Yeah, it's the latest data, so it's odd because it's still showing there's no matching data. Can you show me what the Can you show me what the symbol is? No, I'm gonna look at I'm just gonna look into this real quick. Because it says there's no matching data. But what's the symbol it's asking for? Lick data symbol is none. So down here, what did we say here? Symbol equals symbol. Symbol equals BTC USDT. Is that real? Is that real, dude? Is that real? I don't think it is, but let's go check it out. Yeah, that's wild. That's what's going on. Okay. Yeah, it's BTC, USD. It's BTC, It's BTC. So let's change that here. Weird, weird, weird. Weird behavior here, over here, boo, at Boo Duff. Weird behavior over here at Boo Duff. There we go, buddy. Now you're working. Recent liquidations with the wet symbol. Let's get wet with it, dude. So I get all the liquidation data and then I save it. Okay, perfect. I get all the funding data of the current funding rate at this time right now. Yes. This is the funding rate. Perfect. Get all the open interest data. Okay, perfect. I get the copy bot data. Okay, perfect. I get the recent transactions data. Oh, sick, dude. That's freaking fire. So these are the available files, dude. The lick data, the funding data, the open interest data. I noticed that it's missing a couple. The available files is duplicated. The available files look to be duplicated, and then also it only shows some of the available files. I think there's more, like the follow list and the recent TXs. By the way, it looks like we're missing the new token addresses. So that add that to the API interface as well, because we got the newest token launches as well. All right, sick. Let's run it back, dude. Let's run it back. Okay, I got the liquidation data. I got the funding rate data.
Damn near anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given. To evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
This is great, but use better spacing, and for the titles, use term color. Either use a green background, a cyan background, or a magenta background, and put spacing in between each run, just so this is super human readable. And yeah, just make this like much nicer looking using term color. Color kills me, bro. Kills me that you guys named it that. Kills me, bro. Hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. I believe it's on magenta and on blue, just like that. Okay, there we go. ModeDev Market Data API Test. Drop all the testing stuff, and also for these parts, add the blue background with white text. I just need a little more color in here, just so I can have a little more fun. Because if we're coding boring stuff, we're not going to code for very long. And if we have fun with it, then it's going to be better. So just make this a little more fun. It's getting there. It's getting there, but I want it just a little bit more fun. Except here. All right, let's check it out. Okay, ready to rock. Hey, it's more fun. Ready to rock, dude. Ready to rock. We rocking, bro. We rocking. We rocking. We rocking, dude. So market data endpoints. We rocking, dude. Buddha API blasting off to fetch. Okay, data saved. Found some juicy liquidations for BTC. Latest liquidation data. We're having more fun now, dude. This is everything. Fun is everything, man. Go have some fun. That's why I got colors on my screen, dude. It's way more fun than these boring quads, dude. Yo, if you're not having some color on your screen, dude, get some color on your screen. You need some color in your life, dog. Have some fun. Have some fun, dude. Oh, blasting off to fetch funding. Blasting off to fetch OI. Blasting off to fetch OI total. Oh my god. I got did blast it off. Okay, let's keep blasting off, dude. Copy bot endpoints. Okay, testing following list. Blasting off to catch the following list. So this is my personal follow list. Save to follow list.csv. Okay. BlueDev API. Blasting off to fetch copy data recent TXs. Yeah, dude. This is pretty far. So, with that being said, the MoonDev's API test is complete and everything is working. So, I have these ideas now. let's close this and go to readme agent, split to the right here. And I need to make an agent for each of these. By the way, Bool Dev API is in alpha, early alpha testing. To host data I've been collecting, like liquidations, open, interest, funding rates, new token launches on Solana. Solana whales. Solana good traders. Add recent trades. Um, all right, dude. There we go. So I just don't want this to. I can't just like. I don't. I've never launched an API before. So first off, there we go. So I don't want to just like put it on YouTube because I've got some very important algorithms that I'm running that uses some of this data and
Your
this.
time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
I gotta be very careful with my OPSEC here and just yeah. So if you want early out access, just tag me in the members chat. Obviously, members get it API access, but it's gonna be members first, like a small cohort, just so I can make sure that this scales well. Just don't want to have too many people hitting it at the same time when if it's gonna affect my bottom line. I'm not gonna let a lot of people hit the API at the same time. So I just want to start with a small group, and if you want to use it, you can use it. Just tag me, let me know your idea, pitch me, bro, pitch me. Like, what do you want? What are you gonna use? I don't need you to pitch me. I just want to hear your idea. I want to hear what you're trying to build, and others do too. So that's how we can start the alpha. If you want it, I don't know. Maybe nobody wants this. That's fine. This is crucial, as you can see. And For me, and everything's different. That's the beautiful thing about this game and everything that I'm building here. Like the sentiment, strategy, trading agent, everybody can hit this a different way, and everybody should hit it a different way. I mean, nobody should be just doing the same thing somebody else does. You got to bring your beautiful ideas to light. You got to test them. You're a data dog, dog. You're a data dog. And the only way to find the answers is look at the data. If you don't have the data, if it's not available online or whatever from a trusted source, you just got to go get that data. And if you're not going to do what it needs to do what needs to be done to get the data, then it's okay, dog. Like, I don't care. I'm stepping on the gas and I'm getting the data in order to figure out everything I need, dude. So I've been collecting a lot of this liquidation data for like 6 months now, maybe 7 months. The funding rate data, my follow list. I mean, this isn't official of like anything good to follow. It's just what I've been putting on my follow list. Anyways, that's gonna be sick. So we got this all in here, and I just want to make sure that I have my list right. The RBI agent, I'm gonna definitely build that out. Actually, might go ahead and do that right now because I built the API interface essentially. I built the API interface exactly. That's what I built. Okay, so in the docs, I was thinking I could do this kind of read me examples. API.md. Let's go here to L. Above is the API and how you call it, and everything is written out in code, but I want you to build me out an API documentation file for my GitHub that is extremely precise and shows step by step in broken chunks that are very easy to understand how to use this API.py and also where it's located. And I will put the path here as well. I was thinking I could just do this, dude, because I know docs are important. And I could just build them while I go with AI, I think. We'll see right now. Okay, doesn't look like it, dude. Doesn't look like it. So what I'm gonna do here is let's go over here, copy, and let's go to ChatGPT. Let's go to O1 Pro mode. just for the just for fuck's sake, you know? Why not? API.py. Okay. Alright, dude. Let's have her hack at it for a little bit. What the heck? What, dude? Alright, Lux, you're in. I just need it in this markdown fashion. Output it. I got this, dude. All right, so we're gonna say I here. Now you're using your brain again, Moon Dev. Now you're using your brain again. Thank you. There we go. Accept. The BlueDev Market Data API provides access to real-time market data and copy traded functionality. API is designed to be easy to use, while providing powerful features. Okay. Quite nice. Liquidate everybody. Longs and shorts. Longs and shorts. Shorts and longs. Dude, that's how it goes.
If you want a pair of shoes and they're at the store, they're really at the store. You just don't have it yet. It ain't like that shit don't exist. It's just really at the store. That's how I looked at my whole life. If I want it, if I believe I can have it, then that's my reality.
This looks good, dude. Get token launches API dot. All right, dude. Super far, super far. All right, dude. I think that this is probably good for now. I should probably cut myself off. I want to ensure that I don't binge. I don't want to binge, dude. I don't want to binge. The whole point of this is to keep your time free. And I got Call of Duty now, so I got a new game. I got a new game, so I'm gonna put these down for a few. And if you got Call of Duty 6, let me know, bro. Because this is fire. This is fire. I'm changing the world, but I'm literally the best Call of Duty player in the world too. So it's just like, what do you do? What do you do? How do you split time? That's the question. So I'm gonna get all of this stuff up there now. Server code, the config, the what did we get done today? Dude, that was a big win today. That was a big win. I got all of this data here. So funding rate, Solana sniper agent I want to build, the sentiment agent. Build out the agent in order to do that. I haven't done that yet. Build out a DB of recent TXs. Okay, I got that. Well, kinda, not really. That's a bigger project. Have the scanned transaction tokens showed on a Discord channel. Sentiment agent. Okay, so MoonDev API is an early alpha testing to host data. I've been collecting like liquidations, open interest, funding rates, new token launches on Solana, so a lot of good traders and recent trades from those traders. Good traders. Apply for access as an alpha tester in the members chat with what you're looking to build. That's it, dude. Much love. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this added. Add, get, commit. Data. Liquidation. OI funded. Copy bot. TXs. Add more data. So that was what I did, and that's not going to work because I have to do the -m. So good thing I am getting a little bit better at GitHub -m. Okay, so let's go here and say git push origin made. So those are the things. API.moondev. Moondev. Readme.moondev. I'm here now, and I'm the king of readmes. Readme.moondev. Git push origin main here. Go ahead and push it origin main wise. The main way. I pushed it the main way, dude. Okay, so what else do I need to do here? I pushed it. Oh, I wanted to update the README with that API that we just created, and also update the roadmap section to check that off and add it if it wasn't there. But now I have the ability to get open interest, liquidation data, copy bot data, and a bunch of other things that you know of. So just read that and then add that to the roadmap and check it off, and let's keep it moving. Accept. All right, so add that here. Git add dot git commit dash m. Let's get started. Git push origin main. Git push origin main. Boom. And then that's it, right? So if I go to the GitHub now, which is freely available to everybody, you just go to moondev.com to grab it. And if I refresh this, you could always go here and grab it, put it in your folder here by hitting star and then fork. And you can see the README. This is where you get started here. Liquidation, OI, funding, copy TXs. Nice, dude. So I uploaded the source today, and I didn't build an agent today, but I built something more important. Risk agent sentiment. I built the API out, the API interface. Moondev Market Data AI interface, API interface. Now all my AIs are going to work with this API and the data in this interface. So that's why I built this. So that is pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. And this is the example file. I should update this here. Let's go to the README.
Cause you only get one ticket, might as well enjoy the ride and just do what the fuck you wanna do.
Is experimental and then early alpha tested. All right. Get dot get commit. Get push origin main. Okay. So this should all be up there, and that should be updated. Okay. In the member chat, you let me know if you want this, but if you don't, that's fine. This is gonna be the controller of a few of my bots here, but a lot is not gonna use it. You know, this is just what I have, and I want to make sure. Again, all I'm trying to do is replicate the last 4 years I'm trying to give everything to AI agents, and I'm trying to do it right here on GitHub, right here on YouTube, right here out in the open, dude. That's the thesis for 2025. The thesis, the hypothesis is that these AI agents could do what I've been doing for the last 4 years, but better, because they won't have to sleep. And my plan is to just every single piece of what I've been doing, I'm gonna teach them instead of teaching people. I already taught a bunch of people, and we have the members chat. We all crush it together, dude. So we just all step on the gas together. And at the end of the day, I've been teaching people, so I know number one what my flaws are. I see like how what the challenges are that humans have from not only internally but externally when it comes to automated trading. So I've got a lot of data, and I'm a data dog, so that it all makes sense, right? Because if there's data and I'm a data dog and we got AI now, I'm gonna make a million data dogs. The whole idea behind me learning how to code was to make a million beat, big head. That's the most big headed thing I got on my whiteboard. It said make a million AIU. Damn, dude. Let me give you a quick rundown of this GitHub here so you can see how it works, because I'm new to GitHub. And if you're new to GitHub, you might be intimidated, because I sure was for 4 years, matter of fact. So this is the MoonDev AI agents for trading GitHub repo. You can get access to it by either Googling it or just grab the starter pack. It's free. It's a free starter pack for algo traders. It's the algo trading roadmap, which is pretty slick, dude. Pretty slick. We have everything in here that you're wondering right now, like, where do I get started in quant algorithmic trading? Do you have a community? I sure do. Can you answer this question? I have this question. Well, I got this answer. My RBI framework, the actual framework that I follow to algo trade, alpha generation and strategies, a book list, so many great books, and then AI agents for trading. This is where you would get the GitHub. You can see, click the GitHub here, and it will take you here. Now inside GitHub, so this is super intimidating. It was for so long for me, so I'm just gonna keep showing you how to do it, because it's just repetition is everything, right? Come in here, hit star in order to save it. If you want to save it, you don't have to save it. And forking it is pretty dope. You can copy all the code into your GitHub and then start working on it, so you can build anything you think of. And that's the whole key here, dude. I have an agent here. One of the agent folders is strategies, because nobody's going to give you a profitable trading strategy, and that includes me. I'm not just going to spoon feed you, bro. I'm sorry. It's not the game I'm playing. Ain't nobody spoon feed me nothing, dude. Nothing. Strategies here. There's actually a custom strategies class where you could put private strategies. If you look at that README here, it says, hey, if you put private underscore in the strategies class here, you can go ahead and put your private strategies. So giving your AI your edge, because I know everybody wants to believe that AI is coming in, it's going to be the great generation of prosperity and abundance, but I don't think that's true. I think the people that can control the AI are going to be able to eat first. And I think you know that. So that's why I think it's urgent that you learn how to code a little bit, so you can at least do what I'm doing, which is coding with Cursor. And Cursor really does everything. I just think, but I think you've seen multiple times today that I catch it doing something wrong. And if you don't know how to code, you wouldn't be able to catch that. But I don't know. Give it a try, even if you don't want to learn how to code. But dude, I teach you how to code for free on the roadmap. Look at this. If you go to the first video on the roadmap, learn how to code for free. It's a 3-hour video. I'll show you everything step by step. One of my most concise videos, straight to the point. Try to be more concise, fam. Try. Okay, so let's see here. You could star fork. Okay, now you have all the code. You could read through the README. The README.moondev is where I explain the vision, the hypothesis, the concept. This is where I put the video tracking. So this is our training. I'm sorry. video trading. I'm gonna put documentation kind of like I did today for the API. I'll put it in there as I go, and I will try to update things. But I don't want to put too much documentation of things that I'm going to be changing a lot. For example, the API, I don't think I'm going to change that at all. I mean, I might upgrade it, I might add more, but I don't think I'm going to change it. So that's why I build a doc for it. Maybe that's just an excuse not to build docs, but USI is pretty easy to do with agents, so we'll see. For now, I would lock in. I would lock all the way in because of this, only because of this. This kind of changed how I looked at things. I was gonna build on Eliza, but then I read this article and I've been having some hard time with Eliza just to get it working. So I was like, okay, let's just remove all abstraction layers. I'm just gonna build. I'm just gonna build independently, and I wish them luck. And I hope they keep moving and shipping. And it's all love, bro. All love. At the end of the day, I had to remove the abstraction layers. So that's why I'm taking the time out each day in order to walk you through this package, because again, GitHub can be intimidating, but I try to explain everything here on the README. And this is how GitHubs are set up. They have readme.mds, and when you have a readme.md, it automatically adds as your link on your GitHub page. You can see some of the research roadmap. Again, there's no token ever involved with this. There's never going to be a token. I need to repeat that every single day so you're clear of it. I'll never DM you either. So there's a bunch of scammers that try to DM you. If you want updates, just go to moondev.com, grab the starter pack. You'll get updates of everything. Read the disclaimer, of course. These are the live agents: trading agent, strategy agent, and risk agent. They're all three of them are finished. Now, obviously, this has a long ways to go. I haven't put any real strategies in yet. This trading agent is kind of, in my opinion, silly. It's just like an LLM asking them data, but maybe with the right prompt, it maybe work. I haven't tested any of these. The risk agent is essential, so that's fire. Phase 1, 2, we're on phase 2.5. We're on phase 3-ish. You can see what's been shipped so far. First lines of code was written on 1.1. So I'm just gonna move this forward for about four hours a day, I'd say. That's what I started with, and this last year I got a little crazy and started going like super hard. But I think instead of chatting so much, I'll just, instead of coding 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever, I'm just not gonna chat as much. And that's a big L for the chat, but also it's going to be helpful because I'm going to be able to be more concise and really focus on my KPI, which is 200 AI credits per day. And you can see I missed that awfully today. 886, 929. So I only use, I don't know, but I didn't even hit my thing today. Like I use like 50 credits or whatever. I want to be at 200, so I'm going to keep working at that. These are my personal goals here. I want these videos to be more short and concise. Obviously, these streams aren't going to be concise because my thoughts
Imagine you had everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
So yeah, just read through the README, dude, and then I have a quick start guide down here. All you got to do is save the repo to make sure you got it, and then fork it in order to get your own copy, and you get all the updates. You can make changes and track the updates and keep your own stuff, and then clone to your local machine. Use Cursor or Windsurfer. You got to use an AI enabled coding. Don't be a boomer, dude. Check the .env, put your keys in there, and then name it .env. And then you could start playing around with this stuff. Everything's executed from main.py. All of the code is right here. So you can see the docs here, but the source is the SRC. Everything's right there. Everything's run from main.py. So everything is run from the main.py and nicefunks.py. This took a year to build. This is a year's worth of code here. So much love to you, and go build something so sick, please. Please, dude, because I put so much hard work into this. Man. This is a year's worth of code, testing, tweaking. There's nothing plug and play to make $1 billion. I don't want to get your hopes up, but dude, every single piece of infrastructure is here for Solana on-chain trading. Solana on-chain trading, that's really what it is right now. I have the connects to Hyperlick and all that, but I don't really want to promote that stuff too much. I'm not like promoting Solana, but it's just a safer playground for people. While it's very dangerous because of the rug pulls and all that, at least people aren't like leverage traded, you know? So it's a tricky thing about this is like, I know I got people watching, and while I might be doing a lot of work one place, I don't really want to promote a leverage trading platform. I know I do. I show that it shows in my things, but that's inherent because that's what I'm building, right? So I think this is a cooler route for this year too, and it's done very well. So for me, and you don't know my strategies, you don't know what bots I'm running or when I'm running or how I'm hedging or anything like that. So just be super careful, and nobody will ever give you their bots or their edge, including myself. But I can build all the infrastructure and show you around how to get around it and bring your ideas to life. So this is the config. This is where you adjust everything here. So your they keep updating this. This is weird. I don't know why they keep putting that in there. I'm gonna remove that. Let's go to the config here. They as an AI keeps adding that back. I don't know why. Config.py. I don't think I need my .env. Nah. Get up out of here, bro. Anyways, let's say code add dot okay get. Oops, that's not that wasn't it. It was GitHub. Don't save. Get add dot get commit config get push origin man. Okay, sick. So that's fixed. Anyways, that's gonna happen a lot building in production here. So this is where you change the tokens that you want to monitor, all that good stuff. And yeah, you know, I have a detailed video out there. If you're watching this in the present, if this is live, well, it's not out there yet, but it's about to be added here to, I'll add everything here to I'll add them to the docs, the README. 1, 2, 3, dude. 1, 2, 3, and I'll just add all of these videos here. And I'm trying to be short and concise with these. I know they're still long, but I'm not fucking around. All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to yap. I'm trying not to go on by tangents. I know we don't have time. I know you're busy. Please use 2x speed, whatever you need to do. I'm very cognizant of that. And thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your feedback. Your feedback's very helpful. Always. I know I don't pronunciate all the time. So people say I sound weird and I use different voices and whatnot. So I'm trying to just make sure I can pronunciate. Honestly, not so much for you, but more for the AI because all of this is training. So yeah, dude. So in the docs, I'll just put that there. And then the MD, let's check this out. I haven't even looked at it yet. Table of contents, overview. They put a table of contents. Term color, OODA API key, source.agents.api, import moondev API, initialize the API client, automatically loads API key from .env, get liquidation data, so get all liquidations, get liquidations for a specific symbol, nice dude, get funding rate, funding data, API.get funding rate for a specific symbol, get open interest data, OI, API.open interest, BTC, okay, total OI. It's like this, dude. This is slick, dude. This is super slick. Copybot methods, get follow list, API dot get copybot follow list, get recent copy trading transaction. This is slick, dude. I'm gonna build these docs in no time, bro. Here's a complete example. This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. Data storage. By default, all data is saved to source agents API data. The following files are created. Lick data for the .csv. Yeah, we're cooked, bro. We're cooked. We are cooked. We are cooked as human beings. So you and me, Bucko, we're done. So that's why I have so much anxiety going through me right now, and that's why I be waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. dude, every day. Just I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. But I got this new Call of Duty now, so I'm actually gonna go play that for a while. Oh man, it's good to be back on the game. I said, I've been talking about the game. I've been talking about the game the entire time. The entire time, dude. The entire time I've been talking about the game. I love gaming, bro. This is a fun game though, like monetizing your gaming skills, because it all started there. It all started there for sure. Anyways, OI total follow list, recent TXs, error handling. The API includes built-in error handling and will print colored. Okay, return none. Okay, and then this is the API if we go there real quick. Let's go here. And let's just test out the API here. Blasting off. MoonDev API data test market data endpoints. MoonDev API blasting off. MoonDev blasting off. Blasting off. Blasting off. Blasting off. Blasting off. They'll never catch up. Year 4-5, they will never catch up, dude. Just keep working, keep grinding, please, dude. Please do it for you, dude. You deserve it all.